respect Brooklyn. Now I'm down in Tribeca.
When you think of Jay-Z, you're not going, I ain't heard of Jay-Z since 1999. You're not thinking that. You're like, oh, Jay-Z, I've recently heard about him.
Volume 2, Hard Knock Life. Please welcome, making his network television debut, Jay-Z.
With a combined net worth of over $2 billion, this is a story of a black man from humble beginnings in the rough streets of Brooklyn, New York, to making it to Forbes in 2019. How could someone go from a shadowy past as a drug dealer and gangbanger to becoming a multi-billionaire and America's biggest hip-hop star? Well, this is the story of Sean Corey Carter, also known as Jay-Z. Marcy House Project Kid. It all started when Jay-Z was born without a silver spoon in his mouth. Born in 1969, he was the youngest in a family of 5, and he spent most of his early years in Brooklyn's Marcy Housing Project. At just 11, his dad was nowhere to be found, and he had to be raised by his single mother. With a growing passion for music and the need for therapy, writing raps was one way he coped with these challenges. Without a father figure present in his life, Jay-Z felt compelled to resort to drug dealing as a means to secure funds for his day-to-day needs. Nevertheless, Jay-Z had one goal, which was to become the first black billionaire rapper. This led him to make a life-changing decision at the age of 18, to leave the violence and drug dealing life of Brooklyn and seek record label contracts and signings. But after showing up at the front door of multiple label companies, no one agreed to sign him. Most of them even doubted his skills and didn't think he'll be a good long-term investment. Well, it was at this moment that Jay-Z realized that if no one was willing to take a chance on him, he was going to take a bet on himself and prove everyone wrong. The Rockefeller label. Jay-Z tried approaching multiple famous record labels, but they all turned him down.
He started getting serious. My first album came out in '96. Every single record, I went to every single record label. They was like, this guy's terrible. He's nothing.
As a result, the very determined Jay-Z didn't give up. He decided to pave his own path. In 1994, he started the Rockefeller label, giving him hope for the first time. When his first album dropped, Jay-Z officially kicked off his music journey and achieved his first goal, which was creating his own label. Fast forward a couple of years, by 2020, he'd racked up an impressive resume consisting of 22 Grammy Awards, 14 albums, and a massive $53.5 million in music earnings, selling over 125 million copies worldwide. He even made it to the 42nd spot on the list of the highest earning celebrities. But that was just the beginning, because Jay-Z aimed higher and had his eyes set on his biggest life goal, which was to be hip-hop's first black billionaire. With this in mind, he realized just making music wouldn't be enough to get him there. So with his growing fame and popularity of his brand, he then decided to expand into a completely different industry. Rocawear. Jay-Z always had an intelligent mind from an early age, and he quickly saw that creating his own brand instead of promoting someone else's would be to his greatest advantage. When Jay-Z launched his clothing line, Rocawear, in 1999, he produced a wide range of items, including belts, handbags, sunglasses, and socks. Just a year after its inception, Rocawear was already pulling in an impressive $50 million in annual revenue. At its peak, Jay-Z struck a deal, selling the brand's rights to Iconics for a jaw-dropping $204 million back in 2007. Even after the sale, Jay-Z retained ownership of Rocawear Operating Company, continuing to reap the reward from his clothing empire to this day. Despite this achievement, Jay-Z was still nowhere close to billionaire status, and as the competition was high with many other icons seeking the richest man status, Jay-Z had to push himself to a whole new level, which then led him to start his own entertainment empire. Roc Nation Entertainment. In 2013, Jay-Z went on to launch the Roc Nation Entertainment Company, where he's got the music segment and the sports segment. He represents a number of top musicians in the music division of Roc Nation, including Rihanna, Shakira, Jaden Smith, and Mariah Carey. In his sports division, Roc Nation Sports, he has signed a number of well-known players, including Todd Gurley, Des Bryant, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Kevin Durant. Today, Jay's stake in Roc Nation is valued at $75 million. With all this current business success, Jay, aka Sean Carter, was already making a name for himself as a legendary business tycoon. And at this point in his journey, Jay-Z was convinced that he would make it. Yet, still not satisfied, Jay-Z decided to take a huge gamble and make a crazy investment. $80 million stake in Uber. I'm not a businessman, but I am the businessman. Jay-Z rapped that line in 2005, hinting at his billionaire status. At a dinner with Warren Buffett in 2010, Buffett walked away impressed with the artist, saying, "Jay-Z is teaching in a much bigger classroom than I'll ever teach in. For a young person growing up, he's the guy to learn from." I bet Buffett was correct because Jay followed Warren Buffett's advice to invest in things that you understand. And in less than 10 years, this changed his life. In 2013, Jay-Z committed to investing $2 million as Uber was set to take off. That $2 million investment is now valued at a staggering $80 million. But even though Jay-Z made a huge profit from that investment, he barely had enough to push other celebrities from the billionaire list. So, out of nowhere, he started buying up on rare assets, which literally doubled his net worth. But hold on a second before we continue. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you if you've made it this far into the video, and ask that you drop a like on this video, and kindly subscribe to our channel to stay updated every time we drop a new video. And without further ado, on to Jay-Z's multi-million-dollar asset collection. Jay-Z $400 million art collection. Jay-Z has been known as a great art enthusiast long before he had the money to buy one. Remember when Drake pointed out in 2014 that Jay seemed unable to drop bars without mentioning at least 4 art references? With verses naming luminaries from Picasso to Andy Warhol, it's no surprise that the mogul went ahead to curate his own art collection. Forbes estimated Jay-Z's art collection to be worth over $400 million. In an interview, Jay-Z said, "Most kings just happen to be inspired by Basquiat drawings." And as a king that he is, he wasn't an exception because he drew inspiration for some of his songs from art. He also owns numerous Damien Hirst pieces, along with Shepard Fairey selections. The beauty of art lies in its appreciation over time, a concept Jay-Z fully understands. A $30 million investment Jay-Z made back in the 80s is now worth over $400 million. I don't know about you, but to me, that sounds like he truly hit the jackpot. Still not satisfied, Jay-Z went on and started his own streaming platform. Tidal Music, valued at $100 million. In 2015, Jay-Z embarked on a bold venture, launching Tidal, an online music streaming platform aimed at providing a more artist-friendly environment. He shared the ownership with his heavyweights artists such as Kanye West, Calvin Harris, and Beyoncé. Even with the strange oddities and unsteady media attention, Jay-Z was still able to establish Tidal as a voice in the highly competitive streaming business. Just 2 years later, he flipped the initial investment of $60 million for $200 million, selling a 33% stake to cell phone giant Sprint. This venture, now valued at $600 million, and contributes $100 million to Jay-Z's net worth. As always, he still retains his share of the ownership to this day, which Sprint graciously offered for free to his 45 million retail customers. Pretty nice deal if you're on Sprint's network, right? Still watching this far? Please take the next 5 seconds to like the video and subscribe. Grab your seat right back and hold on tight as we reveal another brand worth millions of dollars, which Jay-Z owns. Bacardi joint venture, valued at $100 million. It seems like rappers and beverage lines are a match made in heaven, doesn't it? Take a look at 50 Cent's Vitamin Water and Diddy's Ciroc Vodka, and now Jay-Z is no exception to this trend. He invested in several beverage brands, and these brands have become significant contributors to his net worth. One of his first ventures into the alcohol business was when he took over the ownership of the 40/40 Club, a chain of high-end sports bars started in New York City. But Jay didn't stop there. He went on to craft his own brand of cognac, Douce, in partnership with alcohol giant Bacardi. Douce has been on a meteoric rise, selling over 200,000 cases annually and gracing the shelves of thousands of stores across the United States. The company's sales increased by almost 80% a year, and the business has proven to be quite profitable for Jay, accounting for $100 million of his total net worth. You think you have seen it all. As they say, anything and everything is possible with Jay. Just give him some time to cut it off. But Douce is insignificant compared to his next investment, which is one of his most prized, lucrative investments. Armand de Brignac, valued at over $310 million. The most delightful aspect of Jay-Z's investment in the Armand de Brignac champagne brand is that he holds a full 100% stake in it. Yeah, you heard that right. Jay-Z has been associated with the brand for a long period of time and even represented the Golden Bottle champagne in his 2006 music video, Show Me What You Got. Then, in a bid to switch things up, he purchased the company in 2014 for $200 million. Now, the Armand de Brignac brand has grown in value, accounting for $310 million of Jay-Z's overall net worth. Pretty crazy, right? We definitely give it to Jay for his knack in identifying good deals, and with price tags ranging from $300 for the standard variety to $850 for the ultra-rare Blanc de Noir and $1,000 for the Armand de Brignac Sous Vide, it's no wonder the brand's value has soared to such lofty heights. And with all this accomplishment and success under his belt, in 2023, Jay-Z was able to rack a staggering fortune of $2.5 billion, finally making his dream become a reality, as he is now officially the first black billionaire rapper. While many of us are impressed with Jay-Z's incredible story from rough beginnings to billionaire status, he is keen to earn even more. Now, he has set a new goal that most celebrities wouldn't even dream of, and he revealed this in one of his lines where he said this: "Oh, what a feeling. F it, I want $1 trillion. So what do you think? Will any rapper ever get wealthier than Jay-Z? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Speaking of fortune, ever wonder what Kanye West spent his fortune on? Don't worry, we got you covered. Click the video on the screen to find out. Until next time, cheers.